Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hanger hobbit here, and say hello to the P-40C. This is the prize you get for completing 7 tasks in the Christmas 2017 event. Now I know the first thing you're wondering is it a good plane? The answer is yes it is. It's actually a really good plane. The problem's not the plane. The problem is the teams. Oh Lord, the teams. But as I cut down here to try to help these poor suckers out, let me tell you a little bit about this bird. This is from April of 1941. That's right, this thing is from before the war, and it still ends up facing planes from 44 and 45. Gee, love that balance there, Gaijin. But despite that, if you give this thing a little air, wind her up a bit, she can dance. She's got 2 50s in the nose, 4 30s in the wings. You get up close and let them rip, she can do some damage. Let's see what that 109 thinks about these guns. Come here, feller. Oh, pop that oil cooler. And you know what I say, if at first you don't succeed, just give them another burst. There we go. That's what I like to see. Now the reason you saw a fire right there is because I loaded tracers in the nose. That's the only way you're going to get any fires out of this thing. But now you're about to see why I hate USA teams. Look at my team right there. What are they doing? There's a P-47 big bad Hitler boat within sight. So what are they doing? That's right. Moo. They're all just sitting there grazing on AAA, waiting for him to come along and pop them in the head and turn them into hamburgers. And watch, that's exactly what he does. Every silly one of them just tries to head on him, and there they went. Moo. But as you can see, the Hobbit don't go moo. He goes pow pow. Upsy daisy. Nice and easy. See, everybody's scared of the Hitler boat, but you get above a Hitler boat, and there ain't really nothing you can do. You just keep booming and zooming till you tear him apart. Like this right here. See how easy that was? By the way, you want to guess where my entire team is except for a single bomber? See all them black spots right there? All right by the AAA. You want to know why? Me. 10 matches, and every single match, this is what I got. Nothing but mooing. And I wish I could say that this come out with a happy ending. I wish I could say that I carried this whole team like Atlas on my shoulders. But this plane, it's a fighter. It's a little bitty Ferrari. It is not made up to fight a flying battleship, much less 2 flying battleships. Now maybe if I had some API rounds in this thing, maybe if my team hadn't gotten completely slaughtered so that both of them could just sit there side by side and rip me apart, maybe I would have had a prayer. But no. See, this is the problem with this plane. This is what you're going to see every single match. You'll be number 1 in the match. It'll be so easy to be number 1 in the match, it's not even funny. But the reason you're number 1 in the match is because your entire team is 30 foot above the ground with bombs and rockets strapped to their planes, grazing on AAA. Moo. Until some 190 or Spitfire or A6M comes along, pops them in the head, turns them into burgers. As you can see, number 1, all the awards, Not a problem. Over and over again, I did this. Not a problem. But the problem is, this plane can't carry an entire team on its back. It's just not built for that. It was built to fly 3 or 4 of them in formation, get above the enemy, tear them to pieces. If you did that, it worked real good. Sadly, as you can see, with USA teams, you don't get that. See, look there on the right. See what's happening? That's my entire team getting slaughtered yet again. Here I am, taking out a couple of ducks because, honestly, there ain't really nothing else I can do. My entire team, except for a whole 2 Spitfires, are 20 feet off the ground, picking off ground targets and getting slaughtered left, right, and sideways. And sadly, this thing, even if I side climb, is never going to get above a 109. Now, if there was 2 of us here, not a problem. We could cover each other's back, maybe do a little thatch weave. It'd be good. In fact, I bet if you were to take this plane out, a couple of them in a squad, I bet you could just mop up. Because it's got the speed, it's got the agility, it's great handling. But as you can see, flying it solo, no. Because this is what you get. Every single time. You can beg, you can plead, you can cuss. You're not going to get a USA team to do anything but fly straight at the nearest pile of AAA, start grazing like a bunch of cows, and getting slaughtered. But as you can see, even with something as heavily armored as a duck, this thing can take them down. It's a good plane. That's what makes it so sad. I would love nothing more than put this plane in the Russian tree or the Italian tree. Heck, any tree where they actually would climb or do something besides just use the stupid frickin' plane as a ground pounder. But no. 10 matches. 10 matches in a row. And look, see where the last fighter is? Guess what? Me. Had the thing loaded with rockets and bombs. He just flew straight at the ground and just waited to get bopped in the head. Well, I think I'm just going to quit and discuss for the night. And I hope to see you up there in the clouds on a better team than a USA team.